Ole! Bunreva Simen Naim Serever Ingat Ma I Dana Serever 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 Ingat Ma I Dana Si Oidev Sadot Vamith Uth Zakib Ying Pix Dana Ying Dilib Lights Vitigan Otaf Ne. That was tough. Alright, hello everyone. I guess I don't have to reintroduce myself, do I? No. Alright. So, if you didn't catch from my struggle fest of trying to get through the... my... I don't know why I named that. Yeah, me trying to get through that reading of the intro backwards. This is all about building in the negative. And what I mean by that is, when you... Well, I suppose maybe it isn't as well known. When I was a youngster growing up, when you took a picture with a camera, you'd have to get the film developed after. And what you'd see on the film, I'm sure you've seen it in movies and stuff, but it would be a negative image of the picture. So like all the contrasts, saturations, color schemes, everything is kind of reversed. And it's actually kind of hard. You can't just go like, this is green, so the opposite is that maroon. Which, I mean, it probably would be, but it also depends on shading, contrast, all that stuff in the background. So this is about building and landscaping in that style. And it's probably enough of intro. So all these are just simple little examples trying to showcase that. So here we have, like a desert setting. And you can't do a one-for-one, obviously. So a lot of these are kind of based around how do you get it to look the most like. As you can see, this is what you'd see in a desert. If you wanted to landscape and kind of create this alien, otherworldly feel, it's kind of what this is about. I think this is purple terracotta, if I remember right. I could probably get rid of that because that's from the last video, as are a lot of these, I think. But yeah, so there's that. On to the next one. This would be like a birch tree forest setting. Some things you can't get perfect trying to do this style, mainly because of all of these. What I did is I took a picture of just my screen, and then I use an app to just see what that negative image would look like, and then tried to replicate as best I could. But anything like a flower, I mean, that's all you can really do is flip-flop those. But a lot of times, one thing I should grab actually is this. A lot of times, any of the grass, the green grass, will come with that. Or if you look at a negative image, it will sort of have this mycelium look. And another thing I noticed, because I took a lot of screenshots to figure out what to actually build and contrast, stone looks almost the same in negative as it does regularly. It's a slightly darker shade in a negative, but I mean, it is gray, so there's no colors, and yeah, it comes out pretty much the same. So in some of these, there's a little creative license, but like I said, all of them, what I did is I took a camera shot and then just tried to match color for color in the negative image. So next, ice spikes. Obviously, you kind of just doing this. I got like weird combinations of blocks, and I don't know how well that'll come across. But to be honest, I'm not even sure why I'm making this video. It was kind of an idea I had, and I got obsessed with it all of a sudden out of nowhere. I don't know if this would be useful in building, but yeah, so your ice tinted glass takes the place of that. Your blue ice, or is that packed ice? That might be packed ice. Yeah, blue ice is that. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. These are one-to-one, representations of each other. in all these. So next, if you want to build a negative of the nether, glowstone, and this is why I was saying it's hard to do this because of, what am I thinking of? That right there, charcoal. That charcoal deep slate. You can see it's also used here. This is actually something where, like, the negative, as I said, the contrast and shading and everything all comes into play. Like, you can't create a shadow out of this, as, you know, this would give off light given the right environment, but it's just this combination of colors, the way they contrast together, and all the shadows and colors. If you use a negative photo filter, it's a little bit more purple than this. This is the closest thing I could find to this, like, as far as textures go. But yeah, a lot of times you'll find the negatives, they'll have a grayscale look to them, but it's not quite. There's usually a little bit of coloration, and it's just something our eyes aren't used to seeing, which is why I think a lot of times it'll come across as grayscale. But next, Ocean Monument, if you want to redo it. And again, this one I believe I'm taking some liberties with this sort of stone. It's just supposed to be some sort of contrast. The way that this stone changes color, there's nothing else that really does that. Or that block, the prismarine changes color rather, but yeah, it's really hard to explain these without the images back to back, but I don't want to put one up for every one of these. I think a lot of them I've actually deleted because I made all of these bits a long time ago. And then it was kind of right in the moment when I was obsessed with this idea for some reason and wanted to make all these. And then I forgot about them for a while, and then I came back and added a bunch of structures further down. But do I have a bed? No, I do not. So, yes, the next bit. A cave. Typical cave area. As you can see, the obvious things that you'll notice with this style is, you know, anything lighter will switch to dark and vice versa. So, yeah, like I said, stone. This is about the only difference I could see between stone and it should even have the same texture almost. Stone really doesn't change in this, but another kind of idea there. I do like this color palette just on its own. If I eliminate that, it might be cool to build something like that. But next, yeah, this one actually surprised me because, you know, this is the first picture I took where the negative, you know, had the mycelium on it, and it did not revert. I was expecting it to go green because the green went to purple, but no, it went to like this really kind of light brownish. Well, it's light gray in the game, but I think this is light gray concrete powder. But yeah, it has a tinge of green in there, a little bit of brown, but again, nothing fancy. And then these two I made with armor stands because there's nothing at all that replicates this in the game, but kind of cool. And finally, a house. Or part of a house, I should say. Instead of a chest, you have a ender chest, which obviously you can't click open the door, but I think you get the idea. Again, kind of a silly concept. I'm not even sure how to explain it. I haven't thought this through at all in the how or why. It was a mini idea I was obsessed with for a little bit. And then I kept the obsession going over here with some structures. So, first off, we have the igloo. You know, you can come in here. I didn't put the basement thing in here, but, you know, there's nothing particularly special about the igloo. But if you flip the colors around, a little different. I don't know, something to play with. I don't know what possible use these could ever have, but again, it's just a fun concept I came up with, and this has been sitting in my creative world forever, so I thought I'd come and show them. Yeah. Obviously, next is the Desert Temple. I don't know. I think I might have summoned this in. I don't remember. Because I don't think I dug down and put anything in this one, but I guess what this really is, the benefit of this, not so much the negative of it, but it's a good challenging way to play with build styles. Finding blocks for this to contrast this, so you still get these different textures and stuff. That was a really fun part of the process of building this. So even if you're not going to go negative, if you're going to, say you wanted to build a desert pyramid, but like in a jungle, and you want to use different blocks, just finding those blocks that are going to give you the color you want, but keeping, restricting yourself to this, a limited number. It's a fun way to like discover stuff. Obviously, they come in here, it's a little different. No, I did not dig that out. But yeah, it's all the same layout. Everything's exactly the same. So next I have another portal, which I should start over here probably. I don't know why I added all this. Maybe it came with it. I don't know. But yeah, because same kind of concept. This is the only way I could even get close to this, the magma cube thing. Looking at the negative image of this on my phone, I want to say like either this was like almost identical, or it's just a lot of troubleshooting, and that's the only thing I could find that came close to that same look. But yep. Nothing special. I don't have an ender chest anywhere around here, do I? Nope. I'll put that in there, just so I remember one day. And then obviously, yep. Finally, what is this? What are you? Pillager outpost. Yes. Hey, and look at that. This one spawned when I summoned it. It had a couple allies in it. Also, this was a weird thing. Sorry, I'm gonna go back here. It took me forever to get this portal spawn in, and I didn't realize this in a flat world, but yeah, it kept spawning down here. And I don't know what that... Oh, that's the desert temple, obviously. Yeah, I didn't realize this spawned down here. So I was searching everywhere for it, and yeah, I think there's a second one under here, maybe? Yeah, right there. Oh, never mind. That's just the bottom of it. I'm a dummy-dumb. Uh-oh. I lost my spot of where it came down. Right there. So yeah, kind of a weird... Whoa, don't die. Kind of a weird thing just from the... having a super flat creative world. Didn't realize that would happen. I wonder... Well, whatever. But yeah, so... Finally, this one I believe is actually pretty easy, because I just flip-flop the wood types, the birch with dark oak and vice versa. But came out really cool. Made a different pillager style. This was literally maxing out. I was gonna do one more to get it, that border, which would have made it a lot closer to this, but alas, I could not. So, yeah, we got some melon scarecrows. Again, there's really nothing to say about this. I just wanted to show this idea because it's just been sitting here in my creative world for a while. I actually did this before I did my last video showing all these update ideas, and before I did all the cartoon houses. So, that is that. And with that, I think I'm going to get out of this creative area and back over here. For those who haven't seen, these are from my video on new temple designs. Different style temples, but I'm looking to expand and make a second one. So I am gonna try to remember that that's what I want to focus on next and come back here. All right. Anyways, I have been Josh from Prime. Thanks for watching. Got a couple new subscribers, and they're engaging, so that's fun. And I want to thank them. And if anyone has ideas that they would like to see me do, I'm currently working on my next episode of my survival series, and then have a few more update concept idea things I'm going to be working on, and then plus obviously working on these temple stuff. They're really fun to build, but boy are they time consuming. Anyways, I keep saying I'm Josh Miss Prime. I am ever noob now. It's going to take me a while to adjust to that. But thanks for watching. Like if you like, subscribe if you want, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.